Welcome everyone to another wonderful episode here at John's Podiatry. If there's one thing that can make a grown man cry is one of these interdigital corns. Secondary to structural abnormality, in this case, hammer toe deformity. At first glance, patient has a very splayed foot. Let's take a look here. We see the bunion, hammer toe, hammer toe, hammer toe. Dr. Widener, there's really nothing there. Check this out, people. Check this out. Check this out. Look at the size of this. If you look at it from maybe a little bit on the top, you'll see how this is the entire lesion. This is actually called a kissing lesion. If you look at the second toe over here, okay, let's get a close up on that. You see where it's actually kissing. They're going, and that, when you look at the deformity, right, the joints are actually pressing up against each other. When the patient uses a closed shoe, this happens, and that hurts, reproduces pain. So yes, there's a lot of, Band-Aids out there, right? Little corn pads, little pad, little this, little separator, whatever.
Some separator right there.
And it does help, right?
Yeah, it helps some, yeah, but after a while it can't sort of...
But again, it's a Band-Aid. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is, this is a little tricky. You gotta bring down this guy, bring the third up, right? Separate like that, and carefully start enucleating and reducing the callus. The trick here is twofold. Number one, make sure the patient doesn't move. If the patient moves, then we have a problem, because I will cut the patient and then I will stab myself.
Yes, sir.
Okay. A lot of people, do you have a good visual there? Lisbeth is doing us the favor. She always does a great job, always. And this is a very, very, at first glance, you see, oh, there's nothing really there. Yes, there is. At first glance, people will say, oh, there's nothing really there. There definitely is. And this, even though this patient is not diabetic, okay, has no diabetes, regardless, we have seen that these lesions can actually break down and cause an interdigital ulceration. That's why when we have either family members that come here with patients, with something that we really stress is the importance of prevention. Look in between the toes. You'll be surprised what people find. And something that a lot of people do find are these kissing lesions, right? And we need to be very, very mindful. Again, the skin there is very, very thin.
Yeah.
Okay. Put a little Tri-Soft. Will work definitely really well. Conservatively speaking. You haven't been here in a while either, right?
Yeah, last time, a couple of months ago.
A couple months ago. But
time go fast, man.
Time's so fast. Time is going really fast lately. So, you have a good visual there. Then the trick is to make sure that the skin is tight. Because if it's not, then the blade will actually slip.
Okay.
It'll kink and then we'll end up cutting the skin instead of shaving it. You see? So there's just not that, it's not a little bit, Dr. Wagner. It's a lot. And there's still more. Am I hurting you?
Not bad.
Okay. I'm just trying to really get a...
Get a good.
Well, I want to make sure that we get every, you know,
Yeah.
the skin down here in the web space. And everyone can start kind of, you know, they can start kind of seeing where the core is, which is in this area here. Let's turn your foot to your left. There we go. Just so we can, there we go. So this is the area where, you see? This is probably the area where you see the most pain. And he can probably feel it. Every time I press down a little bit, he may feel a little bit of discomfort. It's not really up here. It's here. Is this correct, patient?
Yes, sir. You're right.
I've never done this before. Don't worry.
Oh, man. You've been with us most of your life, man.
Not most.
Half of your life, right?
A half, almost.
Yeah.
I'm only 43.
Yes, we got 20 more years in this thing, man.
Very, very careful. People out there, please don't try this at home. This is part of the problem.
Yeah.
You put this out there, and people, they just hit play, pause, right?
I was thinking about doing it myself, but I said, no.
There you see.
I think that'll work.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay? And I can, and believe it or not, look at the difference now. Now it's kind of like a little bit of a crater.
Yeah.
Look at that. Trim a little bit of the periphery here. And we're almost there. We'll take a little bit here. And I mean, more skin. More skin. Take a little bit from here. Their element of trust in this procedure. That's it. That's it, because I can, then we can maybe take a little bit from right here. Right here. Keep that skin. You see, I'm pulling the toe this way on purpose so it doesn't kink. I'm almost done, guys, so you guys can actually get a better visual. I know it's a tight spot. Bingo. Okay. Just me doing this, I already feel good for the patient. But wait, we're not done. Let's move the foot a second this way, and we'll just carefully come. Okay. And we'll just trim this a little bit here. And again, wow, I didn't know there was so much skin there, Dr. Wagner. Right? Double whammy. And we're done. Just like that. And we're gonna go ahead and definitely clean that up a little bit now with a little bit of Dermasorb. Sorry about that. Ticklish?
It's a bit of burning, but it's good.
Just carefully cleaning everything here. I just took off my other glove just to fix my mask. So again, you guys can now appreciate, right?
I think that you're the man for this thing, man, yeah? You're the genius, buddy. That's the best doctor here, man. Okay, people, the best doctor here.
I appreciate that.
Come on in, man. Come on in. No problem, no fear.
You know, you talk about positive vibes, right? This gentleman brings that here every single time. But again, you know, Lisbeth, I just want to give everyone one last peek. Third, second, the kissing lesion. Prevention is the key.
Yes, sir.
For all the diabetic patients out there, or even non-diabetic patients who have these structural deformities, it is critical to look in between the toes. You know, the good old saying, seek and you shall find. You'll find something, whether it's a little bit of tinea pedis, aka athlete's feet, foot. You'll find something. So, you know, we really focus our efforts on amputation prevention and anything that can lead to any other problems.
Right.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I mean, the visual, you know, it's not the best location, but I know I'm sure Lisbeth, as always, has done a wonderful job. The question is, who has done a better job?
Nobody. You're the number one. You're the number one guy here, people.
No, the question is, who has done a better cinematography, right? Who has done a better cinematography capability, or I would say either Caesar or this guy.
Oh my god.
It's a competition. Anyways, we will continue to do what we do, which is to educate the world, one foot, one toe, and one wicked painful corn at a time.
You're right, man. Very painful. You're the only guy who could do this.
That's not true, but there's other great clinicians and practitioners out there with the same abilities and capabilities. You know, we just do what we do.
Right.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.